Hey everybody, this is Adam Carmichael with Carmichael Hunts. We're on season 7, episode 1. This is my first video of the 2022 deer season. Coming to you with some information that you may or may not know about. Here in Mississippi, the Mississippi Department of Wildlife, Fisheries, and Parks has opened a new season this year. It's only 3 days long. It's September the 16th, 17th, and the 18th. Whenever they did this new season, they did it with the intentions of hoping that a deer hunter would have the opportunity to kill a buck that is still in velvet. So it's the velvet season is what they're calling it. It's a 3-day hunt. You get one legal buck, no does. And Russ Walsh with the Mississippi Department of Wildlife, Fisheries, and Parks said that this date, 16th through the 18th, allows a buck to reach its maximum antler growth, but also is before the buck actually sheds their velvet off of their antlers. So it's a pretty cool hunt. It's going to be warm, but you can also catch the buck during their summer movements, which is good for a lot of hunters. They haven't been pressured yet, but I'm here with a few tips to help the early season hunt and also into the regular bow season that does start October the 1st. So I'm going to give you a few tips. Hopefully that will make your deer hunt a success. The first tip that I want to give you is, of course, I'm hoping that you're using trail cameras. Trail cameras will give you an idea of what bucks are in your area, where the bucks are moving. If you do have a cellular trail camera, it keeps your scent out of the woods. You're not having to go check your SD card every few days or weeks. You can just put some lithium-ion batteries in your camera or put a battery pack on it with a solar charger, put that camera on a tree, and just leave it and forget it. Your cameras will come to your cell phone and you can see what's going on without even having to go out into the woods, which is great because a deer's biggest defense is its nose, and if it senses something out of the ordinary, it may not come out during the daytime. It may even leave the area altogether. So hope you're using your trail cameras. Use the trail cameras, observe patterns and movements of when the big bucks are moving in your area. And utilize the trail cameras to the best of your abilities, because the trail camera is a deer hunter's best friend. My next tip is to watch the weather. It's only a 3-day hunt, so there's not really a large area and time frame to be able to hunt, so you're going to have to hunt the 16th through the 18th. But when October 1st comes around, some hunters' opening day may not be on October the 1st. And the reason behind that is October the 1st, it may be 100 degrees outside. Deer oftentimes don't move quite as much during really, really hot weather. And say there's a cold front coming through 3 or 4 days down the road. So on October the 4th, it's going to be 80 degrees instead of 100 degrees. If that's me hunting, I'm probably not going to go on October the 1st when it's 100 degrees. I'm going to wait for that cold front to come through, and I'm going to hunt when it's 80 degrees. So what you're doing is, by skipping that October 1st hunt when it's 100 degrees, you're keeping your scent out of the woods. You're not spooking the deer, and you're giving yourself a greater opportunity to kill a big buck on your opening day. So watch the weather, and along with that is also to check the wind. When you're deer hunting, the wind is going to be either your best friend or your biggest foe. You want the wind in your face, pushing your scent behind you, so when the deer come towards you, they can't smell you. So stand location and wind is going to be either your biggest friend or your worst foe. So be sure and check the wind. Use it accordingly to where your wind is being pushed away from where the deer are coming from, so they don't pick up your scent. And hopefully that'll give you an opportunity to kill a big buck. During the early season hunt, you're going to want to place your stand in an area where it is cooler than other places. Open areas are good for the big bucks because they like the wind to come through and cool them off. So if you can find a cool shaded area that's open for bucks to roam, that's usually a good spot. I like to place my stands around fruit trees. Fruit trees that have late bearing fruit, like some different species of pears, are really good to set up stands around that have a late drop. Persimmon trees, if you have a stand of persimmons, some breeds of the persimmon trees drop later, late August, September, and early October. So place your stand in good areas that have fruit trees, and also where there's water around, because during the summertime, the deer need water to survive, and they're usually going to stick around water sources. So if you have a creek running through your property, or if you have a pond, get on those trails heading to the water source, because they're going to eat fruit. Once they eat that fruit, they're going to move down to the water and get a sip of water. So they're just like humans. They like to eat and they like to drink water, and they have to have water to survive. They can go days without food, but they have to have water every single day. So get on those water sources and hunt them accordingly. Also, during the early season, I like to hunt different stands. I don't like to hunt one stand over and over again. That seems to push the deer out of that area. They tend to pick up your scent. They feel overpressured. So have numerous different stands. Have stands that are hunting towards the north. Have some stands that are hunting towards the south. That way you can swap up stands. You can hunt different stands according to the wind, and hopefully you'll get on a big buck and you'll be very successful this year. Whenever I am doing my scouting, walking in and out of the area, I like to leave the least amount of scent as possible. So I want to be as quiet as possible coming through the woods. I don't want to touch anything with my hands. I don't want to be breaking limbs as I'm walking through the woods. I want to put on some cover scent that will kill my scent walking through the woods. And I don't want to leave any evidence that I've even been there. I don't want to be dragging my feet while I'm walking. I don't want to be dropping sunflower seeds on the ground. I don't want to be spitting on the ground. I don't want to be using the bathroom or anything like that. I want it to be scent free while I am scouting those areas. So, well, the September 16th hunt is just 8 days away. Today's September the 8th. So in 8 days, the new bow season will start September the 16th through the 18th. And I hope that you have a lot of success. I hope you get that early buck in velvet. And I'm hoping to see a lot of pictures come next weekend. So hopefully these tips will help you out. Hopefully get a good buck on the ground. And if you need any help tracking that buck down, there's a lot of different Facebook groups. Nose to the Ground, Mississippi, Haul 'em Out of the Woods. There's a lot of different ones around here that these guys have dogs and they're eager to help for free. Of course, it's always a good opportunity to tip them some money for coming out, because they got gas invested, they got dogs invested, they got a lot of high-tech equipment that costs them a lot of money. They are eager to come out to help if they are needed, but at the same time, it's always a great opportunity to tip them some money to let them show that they are appreciated in our area. So hopefully with these tips, you'll get a good buck on the ground. Thank you for watching.